Frustration came. I've been trying to explain something to her for a few days, about a little simple thing, this white light that flashes. Oh, flash! Did you see flash?
待了很久，感觉心里不舒服嘛。昨天晚上就发生不愉快了。我就是开车嘛，进地下车库，然后他说 flash light flash light。
Lilly and Josh from 90 Day Fiance, you guys. The other 90 Day Fiance is over, but the other ones seem very interesting. We have 90 Day Fiance the other way, and then we also have, the recent 90 Day Fiance, where it's just 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. So it's quite interesting. But one couple that is, they're not necessarily boring, but to me it's the little things that are so annoying, particularly with Josh, for me. Like, yes, obviously we know you don't have money. You were in a marriage where you also, I don't know what the situation was, but basically the issue was money problems, and it was really on your end. You have now subconsciously got into another situation. You don't have money. You're having issues financially, or whatever the case may be, but you're taking every opportunity to harass and annoy and nitpick this woman. Fake love. Oh, are these the guys you're playing basketball with? I don't like when you're hanging out with them. Oh, flashing lights. Like, what is wrong with you? You don't have money. The least you can do is make life easy. But every single time you're nitpicking, I know you love me, but I know you're not in love with me. What grown man speaks like this?
I know.
Like, and then also my opinion is you talking about how you can't work is not an excuse. In this world of social media, the digital age,
I know.
Whatever job that you have, like I remember there were so many jobs that you can now do online, especially because of what had happened with that whole disease back in 2020, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like there are so many opportunities that you could do online where you could be earning American dollars and still live in another country. Like that's not illegal. You could totally do that. An excuse. You can work. You're just choosing to be a bum. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna give. I'm living in Korea, so I can't work.
Even if you're waiting for your papers, because you have to wait for your papers to come through and all that stuff. Even if you're doing all of that stuff, like you were saying, make it easy on her. Like she's on the way, has already gone into the parking garage. Now she gotta leave the parking garage. Probably it's hard to even find a parking spot. You gotta leave the parking garage.
So you can show her some flashing
lights. And so what are you trying to say? Like, this is her country. Even if there are flashing lights, what he's trying to say, probably there's some kind of surveillance. Even if there is surveillance.
She knows that. She told him that.
She knows that. This is her country. And you can't be out here complaining. This is why you got to do your research before you're traveling. Complaining about her country. Don't go down and give this woman trouble. Right? And now all of a sudden you in jail and she is in jail. Like,
and then my thing is
so annoying.
And then he's like, oh, she doesn't listen to me, all this stuff. The woman barely speaks English. What do you expect?
You're here. What he wants, he wants her to give him some money.
Like, I don't understand
what this is all about. So that it's kind of like he's breaking her down. That's what he's doing right now.
She's older. He probably knows she doesn't have as much. Maybe in her country or in her culture, she doesn't have that much options. You know what I'm saying?
She's
certainly settling with this bozo.
She's certainly, for her culture, she's certainly quite old to be unmarried. To be married, to be unmarried, and so she is certainly going to have to settle. Now she has decided, maybe I don't want to settle. Probably she cannot find someone her age. Now, what she should have done, she should have gone to up country, to the villages. There you would have found older men, older gentlemen.
They probably don't have money.
Korean older gentlemen probably don't have money, but will be because they're your culture, probably will be just nicer to you.
Excuse me.
And more understanding, and maybe even more hardworking. You know?
I'm I'm sorry.
But now
if
you want
I'm
to get
50,
a foreigner who is lazy on top of that, and then you have a culture issue.
I'm sorry. I'm like in my 50s, in my 60s.
Don't
I
get
don't
problems when you're in your 50s. Like don't have people in your life that's gonna add to your stress. At
Not
that
even
age.
that though, but like don't sit here and at your 50s, 60s when you're supposed to be enjoying the highlights of your years, you're gonna be taking care of a grown man. Who wants to deal with that? Especially a woman at 50 or 60. You have now bought this like $1 million home with an elevator and an escalator and all this built up on top.
Renovations cost $500,000. The woman is swimming in some money, and you need to have a man who is
No, but she said she's gone broke though doing that. She said she has no money.
Right. She's using credit cards. Well, maybe she can pay for the credit cards.
All these dumb decisions for love, like we don't get. This is why we emphasize on this channel: do not get
brokey.
This is why on this channel we emphasize: do not look for love when you are desperate, at the worst space of your life, and when you are thirsty, and when you also mentally are not right, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and physically. All that.
Deal. That's why you ended up with this brokey.
Like, and then he's here gaslighting you, and then he's like, oh, you know, and so when she's telling him, like, look, if we're not happy, then should we even be together, and all this stuff, and he's saying now, he's talking about, you know, that hurts me more than anything, not you not listening to me, but you saying that we should break up, it hurts more than ever. I want you to sit down here and say that we're going to work it out no matter what. So you want me to be a ride or die? Men love a woman that can be ride or die through all their foolishness.
We do it ride and live. Nobody should be riding and dying with nobody. Ain't nobody worth it for you to be dying with them. Please.
So you want her to continue to sit down here and be dealing with you and all your weirdness and your laziness and your bum behavior and all this stuff. And to me, I think it's unfair. And then you talking about how, so you're gaslighting her.
Tell me
but
she has not married him.
No, but get this. He's talking about how, I don't want you to leave me and all this stuff. I want us to work it out and don't be saying stuff like that. But this fool, check this out, has the nerve the day of the wedding to tell her to cancel it. The day of the wedding, oh!
She was actually going to go and marry this man?
No.
So that he can get her money?
They're already married. They're already married. They got married in Las Vegas, but they were doing another Asian wedding for her culture.
Family, okay.
And he decides to cancel it the day of. After they have gotten garments, they paid for the venue, for the food, all that. So you don't want me to leave you when times get rough, but you don't want to marry me. In the eyes of my culture and all that stuff. Like, it's a double, standard. We don't ever sit down here.
Also, he's not the one who paid for any of the money for the wedding. So that's why.
Like, for me, I feel like there's this double standard where, women should be 10 toes down, stand by the man. I mean, you see Yandy Mendenzi or whatever. That fool was in jail for 6+ years or whatever. She held it down, but as soon as he come out, I don't know if I would have stayed with you if you went to jail. Let me take off the ring. We're having issues. Da da da. Like, there's this double standard that women should stay down for men, but men, they should be able to flee whenever they feel. And I feel like women, we should do the same thing. Just like how J-Lo did with Ben, we should flee. And we should flee, because why should we stay in these marriages
ooh, I saw J-Lo out the other day.
I saw all her leg out, honey. I said, you better go, girl. She looking even.
You better go, girl. J-Lo, always gotta show everything.
Girl, show.
But she actually looks good. She already looks younger than what she looked when she was with him. She already looks younger.
We have to do another video on J-Lo and Ben.
My goodness.
But yeah, I feel like Lilly, she should not waste her time, because she's older already. If this man can't get it together and he wants to be causing problems and he doesn't have money, you going into debt for love. If you are in a relationship and you're looking worse, your finances are getting worse, and then you're not glowing up, that's not a relationship for you. I saw George Clooney with his wife. That woman has glowed up even more being with this man. Like, she has her new hair. Like, she looks healthy.
She actually has.
She looks like she's gotten some more fat on her bones. Even he has lost weight. He's looking very good with his hair, with his
He actually looks
silver.
better, too.
When you both glow up, that's when you know you're in a good relationship.
Exactly.
When both people are going up. Not just the man and the woman going downhill. So, Lily, please do not hesitate to divorce him. We ain't got to be staying down for no man who is proven that he ain't worth it.
Any 50-plus-year-old woman, as soon as you reach 50, it's time. If you're in a bad relationship, it's kind of time to empty the nest. If the relationship is awful, get rid of it. You know, if
you want peace,
and don't be with anyone who's gonna bring you stress. You're in the twilight of your years. This is time for you to enjoy. And we're not as strong as we were when we were in our 20s, right? And so we want to make sure that no one is going to bring our health down. Oh, my goodness.
Well, we will see you guys on the next video.
Bye.